We're going to start today by sitting in a comfortable seat on the mat. Be sure to pull the flesh away from your sit bones so that you're starting with a nice stable foundation. Bring the navel in towards your spine. Allow the crown of the head to reach towards the sky. And then bring those shoulder blades together and down your back. So you're squeezing them together and pressing them down towards the floor. Place your hands on your thighs, palms up, and close your eyes. Begin to watch your breath, and if it's okay for you, you can allow that breath to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Just starting to bring your awareness inward, tuning out any distractions coming from inside of your home or any thoughts running through your head, just tuning into the breath. With each inhale, allow that spine to grow nice and tall. And then as you exhale, keep the length in the spine and just begin to allow the body to soften. Release tension, relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Allow the knees to gravitate towards the mat. As you sit and breathe, I'm going to read a poem from Dana Faulds called Circle of Breath. Inhale and let go, over and over. The circle of breath brings me into this moment. Oh, sorry. I'll start over. Circle of breath. Inhale and let go, over and over. The circle of breath brings me into this moment. The even flow of air, the act of taking in and giving back. Breathing draws me inside the radiant reality of now. I can't breathe deeply and be fearful. Breathe freely and be anywhere but here. The whole of me embodied in these waves of breath. So in this poem, Dana Faulds reminds us that when we really are tuning in with our breath, we enter into the present moment, the moment that we so often miss because we are preoccupied with the past or the future. My favorite line of the poem is, I can't breathe deeply and be fearful. One of the most useful tools or useful ways to use the tool of our breath is in fearful moments. When we're fearful for whatever reason, we're oftentimes future-oriented. And if we can focus on that breath and come back to the present, we realize that in this moment, I have nothing to be afraid of. Bring the hands together at your heart in anjali mudra, prayer position. The elbows are relaxed, thumbs pressed gently against your chest. We'll breathe together 3 times, and on the third exhale, share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And for the third time together, inhale. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open your eyes, looking forward. So we'll stay seated to start today. You can just bring your arms by your sides. As you inhale, arms sweep up. As you exhale, arms come back down. You're moving with your breath at your own pace here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, they come back down. The next time the arms are up overhead, allow the palms to come together to touch. As you exhale, bring the hands together at your heart. Place the hands on the knees. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, round the spine towards the space behind you. And then as you inhale, allow the belly to come forward as you arch your back. Exhale, round. Inhale, belly comes forward. Come back to a neutral neck, neutral spine, hands on the knees, and you're going to tip forward about 45 degrees, keeping a straight spine. Press down through the sit bones and just start to make some big circles at the waist. Hi, Clementine. Hello, Clementine. Our little yoga kitty. Right, little girl? And then we're going to reverse the direction of those big circles. Keep those sit bones rooted down. And then bring yourself back up to a neutral neck, neutral spine. Let's come to all fours, hands and knees. So remember that when you're on all fours, make sure the knees are just hip width apart. The knees are slightly behind your hips. Hands are shoulder width apart, and they are slightly forward of your shoulders. The fingers are spread nice and wide, and you're pressing down actively through the fingers and the perimeter of your palms. Also, press the tops of the toes into the mat. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, shift the hips to the heels, the chest to the thighs, coming to extended child's pose. And then as you inhale, come up all fours. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, up, all fours. When you come up, just check in with your pelvis here. I noticed mine was tipping way forward, so keep the navel drawn in. The next time you shift back to child's pose, pause there. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, walk your hands out to the left as you bow out the right ribs. To deepen the stretch, you can place that right hand on top of the left hand. Walk your hands back to center. And on the next exhale, begin to walk your hands out to the left, this time bowing out the right ribs. And again, you can place the left hand on top of the right for a deeper version. Walk those hands back to center and bring yourself up all fours. Step the right foot forward between your hands. So here we're pressing down through the right foot, the fingertips, and the toes of the left foot. On the inhale, arms sweep up and the hips lower towards the mat. Focus on the breath here. And then bring the hands together. Notice that the biceps are in line with the ears. Start to bend the elbows, bringing your hands behind you, keeping those biceps next to the ears. And then straighten those arms and bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Begin to twist to the left, sweeping the left arm up towards the sky. Lower the left hand. Begin to twist to the right, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Bring the right hand to the outside of the right foot. Shift your hips back, straightening the right leg. You can allow the toes to come up and fold forward. Shift the body forward. Step the right knee back to meet the left. Take a moment, shift back to child's pose, and then bring yourself back up, all fours. Step that left foot forward between your hands. As you inhale, arms sweep up, hips lower towards your mat. Breathe here. And then bring the palms together. Bend the elbows, the thumb moves towards the back of the head. Straighten the arms. And then lower the hands to the inside of that right foot. Begin to twist to the right as the right arm reaches towards the sky. And then lower the right hand. Begin to twist to the left, reaching that left arm towards the sky. Lower the left hand to the outside of the left foot, and then shift the hips back. The left toes can come up, fold forward. Shift the body forward, step the left knee back to meet the right. Take a moment to shift back to child's pose. You can lower the arms here, find any arm position that's comfortable to rest, and take a few moments to come back to the balanced breath, back to the present moment, back to the radiant reality of now. From child's pose, bring yourself up to all fours. We're going to move into downward facing dog, so curl the toes under here. Begin to shift those sit bones towards the wall behind you. Then lift the knees slightly and press through the heels to come to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So down dog, we're looking for a nice long spine. So let's all bend the knees and keep them bent. Shift your hips to the back of the room where the wall meets the ceiling. And then lower the heels towards the mat. And you don't have to have straight legs here. Whatever is best for you in order to keep that length in the spine. Start to bend the knees. Go back down into child's pose. As you inhale, come up all fours, and we'll do that again. Curl the toes under. Sit bones start to reach towards the space behind you. Knees lift as you press back. Downward facing dog. From here, sweep that right leg out behind you and then step it forward. So you float that body forward, stepping the right foot forward, or you pick the foot up and move it. Root down through the sole of the left foot. The left toes turn out slightly. And as you inhale, arms sweep up, coming to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. As you inhale, straighten the right leg. Create length in the spine, reach the fingertips towards the sky, and then hinge from the hips, folding forward over the right leg. You can place the hands on the ground or place blocks under the hands. Come up on the ball of the left foot, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. So again, remember, we want to keep that length in the spine so you can bend the knees, shift the hips to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you, and then lower the heels towards the mat. Sweep that left leg out behind you. Float the body forward as you step the left foot forward or pick the foot up and move it. Root down through the sole of the right foot. Toes turn out slightly. Inhale, arms sweep up. Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe here. As you inhale, straighten the left leg. Reach the fingertips towards the sky. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Come up on the ball of your right foot, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Float the body forward to plank. So let's start by all lowering the knees. This is a knee down plank. Inner elbows, look at the space in front of you. Navel draws in. Start to bend the elbows towards the space behind you as you hug them into your body, lowering the chest and the chin towards the mat. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to cobra pose. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Curl the toes under. Shift back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Start to walk the feet forward towards your hands, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax the head and neck here. You can gently turn that head from side to side. And then bring your hands to your hips. Press down through the feet to come up to Tadasana, mountain pose. From Tadasana, inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Fingertips come to the ground. If you need to bend the knees, that's fine. As you inhale, come up halfway. So the hands slide up the shins. Crown of the head is reaching to the space in front of you. Feet press into the floor. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back to plank. You can choose knees up or down. Hug the elbows in as you slowly lower down. Chaturanga. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to cobra pose. Feel free to have bent elbows here for baby cobra. Curl the toes under. Shift back to downward facing dog. Step the feet forward, coming to your Uttanasana forward fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway. As you exhale, fold. Step the feet back, coming to plank once again. Slowly lower down, chaturanga. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to bhujangasana. Curl the toes under. Shift back and rest. So here you choose. You can rest in down dog or child's pose. Bring the awareness back to the breath, back to this moment. Start to walk your feet forward, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. As you inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, fold. Step the feet back to plank. Hug the elbows in, slowly lower down. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to bhujangasana. Curl the toes under, shift back, down dog. Walk the feet forward, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge, fold. Inhale up, halfway. Exhale, hinge. Step back to plank, knees up or down, you choose. Hug those elbows in, slowly lower. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising. Curl the toes under. Shift back and rest. Breathe. Inhale and exhale are equal. Start to walk the feet forward, Uttanasana. Press down through the feet. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. As you inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, hinge. Step the feet back. Slowly lower. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to cobra. Curl the toes under, shift back, down dog. Step the feet forward, Uttanasana. Press down through the feet. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale up, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank one more time here. Begin to lower, chaturanga. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to Bhujangasana. Curl the toes under. Shift back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Sweep that right leg out behind you and bend the knee. Begin to make nice big circles with that knee, moving your femur bone in the hip socket. And then reverse the direction of those circles. Let the right leg become still. Lower the foot to the mat. Sweep that left leg out behind you. Bend the knee. Nice big circles. Reverse the direction. And lower the foot. Walk your feet forward, coming to Uttanasana. Forward fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Oh no. Cancel. Okay. For some reason, something wants to update, but I'm not going to let it. Standing in Tadasana, shoulder blades together and down your back. Bring the hands together at the heart. Soft knees here. Start to shift your weight over to the left foot. Allow the right foot to become light. You can place that foot against the ankle, calf, or upper body. Start to draw the knees back up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to tip those legs over to the left. So you're tipping your legs to the left leg comes to the mat, right leg rests on top of it. Draw the knees back up. Press the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Lower the right leg until it's about 2 inches away from the ground. And then as you lift it up, you're going to lower the left leg until it's about 2 inches away from the ground. So we're switching, but we're still moving slowly. The low back should be pressed into the floor here. One more on each side. When you finish, hug those knees into the chest. You can rock side to side here. Become still and lower the soles of the feet to the mat. Hands can rest on the belly and let those knees just sway from side to side. Let the knees become still. Hug them in once more. And we'll begin to prepare for Shavasana. So if there's anything that you need to be comfortable during Shavasana, please feel free to grab it. And then once you have what you need, you can just come to lay on your back with those legs extended out nice and long. The arms are by your sides. And the arms are a few inches away from the body. So allow the feet to just flop open here. Relax the jaw by creating a space between the top and bottom rows of teeth, and let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes rest in their sockets. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Allow the natural breath to take over. Rest in Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen the breath. Make any subtle movements that might feel good, like wiggling the fingers and the toes. I'm going to come out of Shavasana quickly because I'm allergic to cats and, excuse me, having a little allergy attack. Anyway, start to make any subtle movements that might feel good, like wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. You can rotate through the wrists and the ankles, turn the head gently from side to side. Stretch through the arms and the legs like you're just waking up. And then roll to the right side in the fetal position. And we'll stay there for a few breaths. Keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. Use the arms to bring yourself back up into a comfortable seated position. And once you get there, you can bring the hands together at the heart in Anjali mudra. This has never happened to me before while I'm filming. Can somebody get the Claritin? Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Thank you for moving your body and tuning in with the breath. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. May you have ease and well-being. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day.